everyone. So today we are here with Scout, and last time we talked to her, she was in studio company, I think. So what's happened since then?
I was given my apprentice contract after studio company. I was actually given it a little bit early. I started at the end of the Met season with the main company, and I finished the Met season with them, and I did perform Swan Lake, and so that was
so cool.
very, very exciting. And it was a great experience to just kind of get thrown into the company, and it was just like, okay, it's happening, it's really here. And then I toured with them to Australia, which was a great tour. We'll probably talk more about that later. And then I officially started in September with the Apprentice program with American Ballet Theater, and that's a 10-week program, and we take class with both the company and studio company, and they just kind of help transition us getting into the company. They give us so many lectures and meetings with all the company managers, stage managers, press department, just to kind of get a feel of how ABT works basically, and then they teach us all the ballets they're doing for this next season. So helpful. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because you gotta learn it and not to be stressed, and you can ask questions, seriously. And you gotta work on little details that the company members already know, but you have no idea what's going on. So that's great.
That's awesome.
And then right before Nutcracker, I was in the studio with with everybody getting ready to rehearse, and Clinton, the ballet master, and he's in charge of the Apprentice program, comes in. He says, "Scout, we need to have a meeting with you." And I'm like, "Oh gosh, what did I do?" That's my immediate reaction. And I go into the meeting, Kevin's there, and he's like, "Okay, we're going to do kind of the same thing we did with you. We're going to fast track you, and starting January 1st, you're going to be a full-time Corps de Ballet member of the company." And I'm just oh my god.
That's so awesome.
It was really great.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, so you were recently here in Costa Mesa touring, and you performed Sleeping Beauty. So how was that?
That was an experience, because it was the
new production, right?
The new production of the original production. So we're going kind of back in time, but bringing it into the future, which is just a whole process. And we got it together in six weeks.
Oh wow!
And that was my first time really working with Rhett Munsky on a new a full-length production. And it was he was so great to work with him, and he just knew it so intricately. And he had the book and the notations, and he just knew exactly what he wanted. And it was a really cool process to work with him.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and then the performances went really well. I mean, the costumes were beautiful. They were made in Milan, and just so extravagant. And every little detail, they had down to science almost. It was just a beautiful, beautiful production, and I was really honored to be in it.
So cool. Yeah. So what is it like taking class with the company members of ABT?
Okay, so you start at Ballet, and you research everybody, and the top ones are Paloma Herrera, Julie Kent, Jillian Murphy. These dancers, they all come up, and Roberto Bolle and Marcelo Gomez, and then all of a sudden you're taking class with them, and you're hanging out with them, and you see them on the streets, and you're like, "Oh hey, how's it going?" And you're just like, "Oh my god, they said hello to me," kind of thing. Oh, it's so fun, and it's so inspiring to be able to watch them every day and learn from them. And I mean, everybody at ABT is at such a great level of dancing already. So it's like the inspiration just goes up into the millions and trillions. It's incredible.
Great experience. So how many shoes have you gone through since you've been a Corps member?
So starting my Corps my Corps contract, I started numbering my pointe shoes, and I got that from my mentor, April John Girusso, and she had a great idea, and so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna try that out." And I think we've been working 8 weeks now, and I'm on pointe shoe number 10.
Oh wow!
So there you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been great.
So I know you mentioned earlier that you toured to Australia. So what was that like?
That was so much fun, because it was so last minute, getting thrown into it, and I think it was 2 weeks. I went 2 weeks, and we're already going to Australia, and so we, the big flight and the company and everything. So we went from New York to LA, and then LA to Australia, and that was a long flight.
Oh, I'm sure.
Really long, but it's so. The touring part of the company is where everybody starts to bond, because you get to meet them outside, and you're all kind of forced to be in the same hotel room, the hotel area. So we're all kind of in the same building, and going to the pool, you hang out with people that you normally probably wouldn't meet or talk with. So it's a great bonding experience for everybody, and it was so beautiful. Australia was gorgeous,
sure.
and we went to the koala sanctuary. We got to hold the
I wanna go
koalas and
there.
pet the kangaroos, and it was just so much fun.
I love koalas.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
So cool.
Australia was fun.
What advice do you have for dancers that are looking to go to a year-round program, possibly attached to a company?
I would say, like, definitely, you know, and look at the training. If that's, and the dancers, if that's the kind of dancer you aspire to be, that's where you should go. You shouldn't, you know, if you want to be a New York City ballet dancer, you probably are not going to go to some classical Russian training company.
Yeah.
So it's very good to find where you want to go and who you're aspiring to be like, and go in that direction. And the pre-professional programs like Studio Company are so helpful, because when you're in the pre-professional programs, the director, like Kevin, he used to come in and he would teach classes occasionally. He would kind of watch our rehearsals, so we got to know him before getting into the main company. Whereas when you go into the company, sometimes you're not able to you know, have that personal connection, because there's so many of you, and you know he's working with the principal dancers. So I would definitely go through the pre-professional program to get into the company. It's very helpful. Very helpful.
Cool. So, you were going to auction a pair of your green shoes.
Where are they?
They're right there.
Oh, okay. So, for Sleeping Beauty, we were going to have these green pointe shoes for the Garland dance, and then they ended up getting X-nayed, you know, right before the show. So we're all like selling pointe shoes crazy before, you know, we go on. But these are the pointe shoes, and I am going to auction them off to help Robbie out with any you know, summer intensive and everything. So, yep, the green pointe shoes, here they are.
So cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're fun. They were so much fun. Everybody's wearing them in class, you know, and we're trying to save them to wear them. Oh yeah, just having a great time.
What color do they switch it to?
They switch it to just pink.
Oh,
yeah,
just
they
pink.
just ended up going with pink pointe shoes just to keep it kind of classical.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thanks.
So I heard that ABT's Nutcracker is moving from New York to Orange County.
Yes, it is. So starting this year, 2015, Nutcracker will be up in Orange County again, which is great for us because we get to be in California, which is, you know, the great weather in December. We get to stay in the cold for a little bit, and it's, you know, hometown for me. It'll be great, and I think it'll be really good to have a really good production of Nutcracker here in California, and you know, hopefully have everybody come see, and you know, it'll be great. It'll be good. So it'll be a great production.
What were your favorite roles in Nutcracker?
So I've only performed three things with Nutcracker, which was Parents, Flowers, and Snow. And I have such a love for the flowers dance, because it's so just happy and joyful, and you know, we're just so excited because the bees come out, and it's just it's a fun dance, and the energy is so good on stage, and we're wearing these bright pink costumes, and I'm not really a pink person, but I love these costumes, and I just get to smile and, you know, just be happy and fun the whole time on stage. So I have a really fun time with that.
Okay. What was it like being a parent?
Oh my gosh, so I come on, and one of my friends are like, you look like one of the kids. I'm like I do. I look kind of young out there, because I also had this, I had a show where I just had Parents, so I was like, I'm going to put on a wig. Are you kidding me? So I had this strawberry blonde wig on, this white dress, and you know, I'm come on, and my friends are like, you look like one of the children.
Oh no.
They need to come out. But Parents is so much fun, because you know, you're not always dancing pressure, so you just get to act and, you know, have fun, and you know, and we just, you know, and then you kind of like mess around with the kids, you know, maybe like poke them a little bit, and just, you know, I mean, it's just a blast out there doing Parents.
Cool.
Yeah.